My name is Rhapsody, his name is Reto of Retromation, and welcome back to the video game I've started. Look, I haven't cheated in a while. I've been good!
It's okay.
I've been good!
You've been good.
So frankly, I've earned it.
Whatever. One of these times, and I'm sure I just gave you an idea, and you will definitely do it. One of these times, I swear, we're gonna start the episode, and you're already like, literally when your video starts, you're gonna be on like the second floor.
100%, yes.
You're gonna be like literally already on the second floor.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm
then if I catch up
until I lose like maybe 5 episodes in a row, so I can feel more justified doing it. But I'll also have to wait until you forget that you've just predicted something that would be an incredibly good idea.
Yeah, I do that a lot. And I'll totally forget it anyways. Don't worry. My memory for anything aside from my childhood shames is incredibly bad.
Yeah, it seems like those kinds of things just permanently stay.
Yeah. I will never forget. Never forget. Ooh.
Damn. Oh, Lugia.
Lugia!
What was, so which were each of your Pokemon generations?
What do you mean?
What was the one of the 3 that you got for each of the different generations of Pokemon?
Okay. I got blue.
Mm-hmm, same.
Gold.
Same.
Then I got, well, first of all, I'm one of the suckers where I did get one first, but then I went back and bought all of them. Mm-hmm. I'm that guy. But then I got Sapphire first. Then what's the next one? Diamond and Pearl?
Yes.
Diamond. Then what the hell else is next? X and Y?
I think it's X and Y, and then Black and White, and then X and Y 2, or Black and White.
Oh no, it's Black and White. It's Black and White, and then Black and White. I got White. Am I racist? And then I got and then I got X. I feel like I thought this was gonna be exciting for me to say. It was just going down a laundry list. Then I got X. And then I got the Sun. And I'm gonna get Shield when it comes out.
Ooh, in particular because of the legendary?
Yeah, I feel like I've always been into shields. Whenever I played Warrior in classic WoW back in the classic times, I would be a protection warrior. I always want to be a tank instead of a damage dealer. Mm-hmm. It just didn't interest me to be a damage dealer when I could be a tank.
What in particular is more appealing about tanking than damage dealing?
Honestly, like growing up, picking it in World of Warcraft, it probably had a lot to do with, and like everything stemmed. Everything about my idea about tropes from RPGs and everything came from World of Warcraft. So in that, it was because there's only one tank in a group, or 2 if you're doing raids, and you would never have to, like you were special, mm-hmm. Tank was uncommon. People were excited for you to show up because they'd be looking for hours, and then you'd be like, I'm here, and you would just get into a group right away. And
I've never felt so much like a long block in Tetris.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Like that. He's here. It's this guy. But I think it was probably that, like, not feeling like the important role was cool. Mm-hmm. And, I was probably a bit of a contrarian growing up as a young. Mm-hmm. Like, everyone's like, oh, I want to be the DPS. I'm like,
yep.
Yeah.
So
I want to be the thing that everybody doesn't want to be.
My very small amount of experience raiding was playing the tank. And it was largely for that second reason you mentioned, which was also part of it was every time someone would turn up as a DPS, people would just go, ugh, and I didn't want to be that guy. Yeah. It's like, there's a reason that it's wild. Like, you need 3 DPS, 1 tank, and 1 healer in World of Warcraft and most games with parties of 5 and classes. But the DPS always fills up first, even though there's 3 of them. Mm-hmm. Like, what's the psychology behind that? It's insane because that happens in, like, Overwatch as well. Like, class-based team shooters in particular. Like, Yeah. I can remember how many times, like, someone swap off sniper or spy. We need heavy or something.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
It feels like some people who very, very selfishly just stick to, this is what's good for me, screw all y'all.
Yeah, but it's like, at the same time, why has there not been like a new age wave of tank lovers? Because of like, if it's just what's good for you, isn't playing the game quicker and having less time waiting and everything like, isn't that good for you? I don't know. Where's the new age wave of tanks? Let's start here.
So, are you familiar with the character archetypes? As in like a Timmy and I can't remember the actual names of them. But they're kind of like character, like player profiles. Like I'm gonna get these wrong, by the way. So if anyone is actually familiar with the actual archetypes, I'm just using these as an example. So like a Timmy wants to get like,
or like D&D.
Sorry.
Like in D&D or just all groups and areas?
Pretty much anything where people are playing together.
Okay. Sorry. Go ahead.
So like a Timmy wants to do something like big and flashy, whereas like a James might want to like specifically express themselves through the way that they play the game. And then a Johnson might want the most competitively viable thing. And it feels like a lot of people that want to play DPSs are Timmies because they just really want that like big flashy effect.
Yeah, classic Timmies.
Classic Timmies, God.
Oh, I'm such a James. I'm such a James, it hurts.
What did I say the James is again? Because again, I said the wrong ones.
Yeah, the one that just wants, I mean, I forgot what you said exactly,
expresses himself through the game.
Yeah. Like I just, for sure. I just picked up a mimic gun. That never, I never get this.
I literally had the mimic gun for the first time off camera 2 days ago.
Played Gungeon off camera?
I play Gungeon a lot off camera, yeah. It's because it has like a perfect flow state. Yeah, that's fair. Gungeon's always been like one of my go-to examples of this game has like a perfect flow state. I can play this without thinking, but still be perfectly engaged.
Yeah. But only after a long amount of time of putting time into it for the first place, like in the first place. Like if I stopped my series on Gungeon, I'm sure I would play it. You know, if I just needed to sit down and be alone with my thoughts, which is something I don't often choose to do. Yeah. but yeah, I probably. When is this gun gonna go away? Sorry. I don't often choose to do, but I'd probably have to. I probably feel like I'd have to. Can't put 1,000 hours into something and not have it leave a mark on your psyche.
It's very, very true.
So, what things do you think you're by the classic? I don't know if it's true, but the thing that's often repeated, the thing where it's like you're only a master in something after 10,000 hours. After 10,000 hours, you're a master.
Yeah,
what things do you think you're a master in?
Malcolm Gladwell's Outliers. So a while ago, like a very long time ago, I had some reason to talk about the amount of time that I've spent doing exclusively this. And I calculated how many hours I had spent so that I could make a comparison to that, 10,000 hours to become a, what was it, a prodigy or a master of a craft?
Yeah, usually I think it's master.
But yeah, no, the only thing it would be is this, exactly this. Recording.
Yeah, I think about that too, and then I feel bad about myself because this is what a master looks like. Oh, what a world where this is a master.
I mean,
the guy who has to prime his OBS.
There are people who have still way worse batch processing, batch recording processes than you or I. Like, who was it?
I've gotten better.
Oh! I was about to say, who was it that we switched to OBS, but it was you?
It was me. Yeah, it's who's that sucker? Who's that master? I was probably a master.
Uh-huh. You're a master of Rhaps, and we made you a rookie of OBS.
I'm still new at this. There we go. That's what I can blame my shortcomings on. Oh, this blasted OBS program. What's this stinking OBS? I'm going back to Skype.
Honestly, like, there's literally one feature I want in OBS, and it's name the file after the scene that I recorded, so that I don't have to go back and name them personally.
That's genius. Wouldn't help me since I have to prime my footage, but so it all looked the same to me, and I still have to go in and delete. But still, I want that feature too. There's definitely like a couple things I think of here and there, but I don't know. I'm relatively pleased with it. Set it and forget it. I was never attached to Rhaps. It was literally like the only reason I took so long to switch is because I was having a lot of problems every time I used OBS, and it wasn't OBS's fault. It was my computer's fault, and like it's like, okay, I feel like in order to use this, you tell yourself like, I guess I have to wait until I upgrade my computer before I can try this again. But it's like I just tried it again and it just worked. And I don't know. Must have been some kind of weird interaction with an update or some driver somewhere just causing issues. It's the same computer, same everything. Just tried it again. Everything, it just works now.
That's
before it made everything really choppy. It wasn't because I didn't want to. It was because it made everything choppy.
That's totally fair. I had like a similar experience with OBS where it's just straight up stopped working for a very long period of time. So I haven't updated OBS, I want to say, in about a year and a half.
Yeah, it's a dangerous game to update technology.
Of course, because like you update it, you record, 5 episodes for the day, and then it's like, oh wait, these are corrupted. I wasted my whole workday.
Yeah. Oh man. Knock on wood. It is actually. I was just thinking today that I have not lost an episode of anything since probably we did the races forever ago. I don't know how. I have an amazing track record right now, and I'm sure I just cursed it. Oh my god, it's the worst feeling ever because I'm already always struggling to keep up. If I were to have a day of corrupted footage, I would have a day of no videos. That's just how it would go. That's just it's so tightly packed that it would just happen.
It's also like really demoralizing when it does happen.
Of course. Oh yeah, because you're just like, especially if you're kind of pleased with some of the things, or you're pleased with some of the things you talked about. You're like, I can never talk about these things on my channel for the first time technically again.
Yep.
Be like, oh, in the lost footage I talked about this, or this really cool thing happened, or I beat the robots elimination round.
I was wondering whether you're gonna reference that. I do.
Wild things like that.
Yeah. I think that's like the first time that I've sworn on social media in a couple years, like publicly.
Yeah.
But I was furious. Like,
warranted. I would be just as mad. Whew. I would be just as mad. Well, that'd be the one we were talking about a long time ago. That'd be the moment I was saving my Reto swear up for. Right there. That'd be the moment. Especially because, oh man, the robots elimination round is, I don't know, man. That character, I love him. He's one of my favorites. But I don't know. I've only done it once, but I didn't like it.
Yep. Did you use the, because you know what? There's no spoilers for an episode that's not coming out. So did you end up using Force Field and Mechanical Arm and just doing constant rerolls?
In runs in the past, like non-elimination round ones back in the alpha, I would do something like that. And those were really, really, a lot of the time, the most strong.
Yeah.
Force Field especially. Yeah. That's what you did in your last one?
I did exactly that. One with exactly 1 HP remaining versus Buster. Oh man. I made so many clever decisions as well.
No, you didn't. Didn't see it. Didn't happen.
Exactly.
You were not clever because it didn't happen. Yeah, no, I know. That sucks. It's so demoralizing. I don't know. Because then, yeah, you not only do you lose the footage, you're like, now on top of it, I'm behind and I don't feel like getting ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's a bummer.
That it is. What would you say you have the 10,000 hours in? Would you say it is just the recording?
I mean, it's probably anxiety, I guess.
I didn't know that was an option.
Yeah, no, 10,000 hours in, I guess probably recording.
Mm-hmm.
Or, I mean, the sad thing, yeah, probably trying to be funny.
You say
I don't know that I got 10,000. I don't know that I got 10,000 in being funny. I got 10,000 trying for sure.
I don't know. I think you're a bit harsh on yourself on that one. I enjoy your content.
I could never fully, and this is a problem, I can never fully agree with any compliment to myself.
Yeah.
But I appreciate them all.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate them and I hold them. My friend in high school said the back of my hand skin was really smooth, and I've held that comment dear to my heart because I didn't get a lot of compliments. I got that, and then I got an absolute gem the next year, I think, where someone said I had a nice smile. Oh, baby. Damn. That's keeping me going still. Keeping me going still. Even though I'm like, I don't know, because when you get a compliment like that and you feel like you haven't thought about it, I've never thought about to that point, I never really thought about my smile. I definitely never thought about how smooth the back of my hand skin is. And so you're like, I can't disagree with this. Why would they lie about this? I never thought about this. I can hold this deer, baby. This one's free.
Yeah.
But it's like, yeah.
So if you're going to compliment Reto, just do a really weird compliment that we have to accept.
Yeah, exactly. Just like, it's so strange that I must not have been thinking about it. Like, in my anxious brain, I must have never thought about the back of my hand skin. But it's also not a lie. Because it's like, why would you lie about the back of you? I don't know. But also can't be construed as a backhanded compliment. Because I definitely
it's
thought,
literally a backhanded compliment,
are you trying to say I'm not a
though?
working... I know. I thought, are you trying to say I'm not a working man at the age of 14? Something like I don't got grizzled man hands.
I've been roughing it down in the mines. You don't know.
I did just finish my run. This one was fast.
Yeah.
Gunslinger, I guess.
Would you like to just tell me in the general direction where the dragon is from the base? Because I'll go right there and kill him.
I don't know. I was fully in a flow state. I couldn't even tell you what weapons I was using. I had Magic Lamp.
What? You?
With all the synergies, it was really fun.
I'm using the Iron Slugger. The big iron, rather.
I like that one a lot. That one's probably arguably better for room clear. But definitely not for bosses.
Mm-hmm. I'll agree on both of those fronts. Hey, it is remarkable that we've gone through like 3 episodes today and we haven't even looked at the list to ask questions.
I was just about to. I had it pulled up the whole time, and I was like, I don't know. I'll see if he wants to ask a question. I'll answer a question.
I had written a couple of extra questions to add into the list. But those kinds of things, I guess, we'll have to save for a later episode because there's not going to be enough time to talk about what the most profound impact a piece of media has made on you.
Oh, it's true. I couldn't possibly talk about that right now. So no, I'm not gonna. We'll say this is classic television. This is a cliffhanger. It's a doozy. I have such an answer for this one too.
Ooh.
Maybe.
I'm excited.
Maybe. I don't know. This is a cliffhanger. Will Reto die? He's literally hanging from a cliff. Will he make it back up on top of the cliff? Find out in the next episode. I'm not ending right there. Are you in the middle of your?
In the middle of the dragon fight, yeah.
Or where yet? Okay. All right. Just double checking. Didn't want to end immediately in the middle of that.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I figured that I'm probably doing a decent enough rate here that it's worth continuing.
Yeah. They've all been close enough. They've been faster. Do we get 2 of them that the win was under 20 minutes?
Yeah, we had a 16 last episode. Well, you had a 16 last episode. Yeah.
Oh man, that's not a bad time. That's not a bad time at all. Thunder Fury is crazy.
Super efficient for our recording processes.
I like it. Atomic Rhaps, please don't be an hour and 20 minutes long.
So how are you splitting your episodes for Atomic Rhaps, actually?
I wasn't until today, is how. And I wasn't until I was like, I can't keep this series if the episodes are going to be an hour and 20 minutes long. So I'm splitting them. Also, it's as a watcher, for me, when I'm watching other stuff, I'm so annoyed if I know if it's a win or not when I click the button, click the thumbnail. Yeah. Because it's like, if it's an hour and 20 minutes, that's a win. If it's 30 minutes, that's a loss. If you change the flow or the time down to 30 minutes, who knows what you're getting into, which I find is more exciting.
Have you ever considered like adding blank video to the end of a video for the anti-spoiler?
I've considered it. I've definitely thought about it, and I might have done it one time before, but there was this one time where I had a bug with... it was either a bug or something. I did something wrong with Premiere, and I accidentally had 8 minutes of blank video on the end of something. And my comment section is always really, like, generally quite positive, but they jumped on me for doing that to add ad time, they said. Like, you did that so you get more money from ads, is what everybody said. And I was like, it was an accident. So I would never possibly... that has permanently deterred me from ever doing something like that. As much as, like, from a viewer, I would actually like it if sometimes people did that, especially for, like, really jarring, surprising events. Like if I lose my streak, I just hit spoilers, everybody. I just hit my streak of 300.
Woo! Congrats.
Thank you. And if I lose, if I have an episode and it's 15 minutes long, of course I lost that one. So what am I gonna do? Like I'm gonna find some kind of filler. But I'm like, I can't leave blank space. So I mean, I guess I'd go do boss rush or something.
Yeah, exactly. You do have to bat it out like that, because especially if it is a blank screen, you tank your watch time percentage in analytics. Yeah. Yep.
I don't know. Them stats. I try too hard to figure them out. I don't know. Like I don't get it. And I have no idea what an average watch timer is or anything, but my Undermine one is insanely high.
Ooh.
One of the episodes of my Undermine had a 60% retention time, and I freaked out. Damn. I was like, "What? Why?" Like, and and as an anxious person, you see that, and you're not like, "That's great." You're like, "Why is everything else? If that is something that can happen, why am I not doing it everywhere else?"
I thought you were gonna say, "Oh no, a bunch of people turned the video on and then died, so that it just played through." Oh no!
Oh no! These people don't know they can click away.
I've got to inform them. I'm gonna put in the next video instructions how to close the window.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the end of my run as well, by the way. Congratulations on your win.
Oh, thank you. Congratulations on your good conversation that you made.
Frankly, I'm flattered.
Oh, of course. Also, I've been noticing the hair on your calves is mighty well groomed today.
What?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Wait, what?
Wait, what? I was trying to give you a back of the hand skin compliment. Did I accidentally give you something real, or even worse, accidentally offensive?
Slightly, because just before you said that, I perched myself up on my chair to like sit directly on top of it, and my calf hair is showing towards the camera right now, and I was concerned that somehow you'd seen me.
Oh my god. Oh, okay, no. I'm just psychic.
Whew.
That's been happening a lot on my videos where I've been psychic. I've been like literally calling out an item in Gungeon or in Undermine or something like, I really want this item, and then literally like within a couple minutes it's been happening. I think I need to revisit that thought, that episode we had where we were wondering if we were superheroes when we were kids. I think I might need to revisit some thoughts I had on that.
If you discover your superhero powers, share them with us in the next episode. Until then, though, my name's been Rhapsody. His name's been Reto of Retromation. Super Reto, as he'll be known in the future.
Super Reto.
Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves.
I see you next time.
He's already seen us next time. Foresight is at least one of his powers. So that does mean that you're obliged to tune into the next episode. I mean, he's already foreseen it. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.